If you are a Salesforce developer, you are a Salesforce admin, BA, architect, or you are the person who is actually part of a release management team, who is responsible for releasing the code from the lower sandboxes to the upper environments like SIT, UAT, integration, or production. Copado is a very known tool in the market related to Salesforce deployment. Recently, they have also kind of became the number one Salesforce native DevOps tool. When we say number one Salesforce native DevOps tool, that means they actually have developed the complete application on top of Salesforce only. Okay, so that is why they say that it's a native Salesforce application. Now, to get started with the Copado, there are a couple of prerequisites that we basically need to fulfill. If we do not fulfill the prerequisite, we are going to get into the trouble. That means we will not be able to set up the Copado correctly, because we as a developer or as admin, consultant, or architect might not have the licensed version of Copado. So Copado actually provides the playground is the Copado license enabled org, which is valid for 30 days. And after 30 days, if the org is expired, you can create your own new Copado playground org. The best thing is that you can have two Copado org active at a time. The first prerequisite is that you must need to have the account signed up for success.copado.com. As you can see, I already have signed up and logged in over here. The second prerequisite is that you must need to have a GitHub account. So if you don't have a GitHub account, you will also not be able to proceed with this, because Copado is using GitHub as a version control system. Or if you have a GitLab or Azure DevOps, one version control system you need either GitHub, GitLab, or DevOps. I would say GitHub is most commonly, most of you already have the account, so go ahead and utilize that account. Otherwise, you can sign up for GitHub. Once you have signed up for GitHub and Copado Academy, then what you have to do is you have to navigate to the training and then select My Playgrounds. And here you can see I have one active org, and I can create one more because there can be two active org at a time. Click on this new Copado org. It will ask you to read some master legal agreement for the Copado. If you have time, go ahead, go through with this Copado legal agreement. Usually we all ignore the agreement, so I'll also ignore it. Say, okay, I have read the term, and click on agree. Once you click on agree, you will see it is asking some details like what is the name of your Copado. So let's say I'm saying training. This is the name of my Copado org. Now what is the type? Are you creating Copado playground or what? They already have only one option. You cannot select anything else. The second option is really important for us to understand and select which format we want to use. Okay, so we are basically kind of Salesforce provides not Salesforce. Copado provides two type of pipelines. One is metadata driven and one is source format. Metadata format is the old format where everything is going to be inside GitHub, where you can see all the folders, Apex classes, and all separately. Source format is basically the SFDX format, which Copado has recently introduced, and Salesforce is also kind of pushing most of the clients and new clients to utilize SFDX format for deployment. So we are going to use SFDX format, which is source format. Okay. If you want, you can also skip the pipeline. I would not recommend for you to skip the pipeline, because the source format is going to set up the complete Copado org for you. So initially start with this source format. Once you get familiar with Copado, then you can start with this skip pipeline format in future. Click on continue, and once you click on continue, it will basically ask you to it will present you with a screen where it will display all your details including the email and other things, and it will ask you to choose your username. So I'm just changing, as I said, it is my training org, so I'm just appending my email with the dot training. Okay, and click on submit. So once you click on submit, there would be a pop-up coming up over here, and this is from where the actual waiting time starts. It says that this process usually takes around 4 minutes. So you basically have to wait up to 4 to 5 minutes, and the whole setup process usually takes approximately 30 minutes. So you have to be patient. Once you are here in this screen, you can go back, do some your work, have a coffee, grab a tea or something, and then once you receive some email to the mentioned email related to your account, your Copado Academy account, then again come back to this setup process, and that is how basically you will be able to set up the whole pipeline, whole Copado org. So after certain amount of time, you will see the screen of something like this. After waiting 5 to 6 minutes, I have seen this screen. Copado trial org has been created, and if you look at your email, an email has been sent by Salesforce for verifying my account. And this, if you see here, this is our username, which I have selected over here. Click on verify account. It is really important for us to verify our account because it will ask us to log in again while it will try to perform certain other steps. So go ahead, provide the password, and make sure whatever the password you are providing, that is kind of easy password. You are not making it too difficult to remember, right? So provide a password which you can easily remember. Okay, and then provide the answer, whatever the city or whatever the answer. Sorry, I've given the wrong answer. This is my favorite answer, which I usually put it, and click on change password. So once you click on, it is basically going to take you to the Copado org. This org is not yet fully enabled with the data that you need to start working on, or with the packages, the permissions, objects and other things that you need to start working on. After you reset the password, you need to go back to Copado Academy and click on this continue button. Now it is going to ask you to connect with your trial org which you have just created. So click on the Salesforce icon. It will take you to the login page where the username will be auto enabled. You just need to provide the password, type in, and it is going to basically ask you to allow the access to Copado application. Go ahead, click on allow, because if you do not allow, it will not let you work. So after you have clicked on allow, it is basically going to take you back to the same page where it basically took you to the login page. Now you can see over here, you have this continue button enabled. You click on this continue. Next thing that it is going to do is, it is going to ask you to connect your GitHub org. Now because we are trying to play with the Copado, we are going to connect with our personal GitHub org. But if you are trying to set up this for your client, then you are going to connect with the GitHub org that is basically associated with your company's account, company's email account. So click on this GitHub icon. It will take you to the Copado login. So it might take you to the GitHub login page if you are not already logged into the GitHub. I'm already logged into the GitHub. That is why it is asking me to just allow. I'm not going to allow any organization access. I will just say go ahead and authorize Copado solution. In your case, you have to authorize the organization as well. So you will have organization, for example, you're working for an organization called TaxFuse India Private Limited. Then you will have to grant the access for that organization as well. We had the different organizations listed in the previous screen, right? And in the next screen, if you actually have any authenticator enabled, like in my case I have authenticator enabled, so you need to provide the access code, and then it will authorize the same thing, go back to your again Copado Academy from where it took you to the login page. That is basically, and it will take some time. What it is doing behind the scene, it is creating an SSH key and adding it on your GitHub account. Because Copado is not using your username or password to authenticate or connect with GitHub. Copado is using SSH key to authenticate with GitHub. And if you want to see where are the SSH key, you can go to your GitHub, go to your profile settings, and go back to this SSH and GPZ keys. Here you will see, you can see here there is one of the key which just got added. It says the date is basically very old dates, but here is where the Copado actually adds the SSH key for yourself. Okay, go back to playground, click on continue. Now this is again the page which might take somewhere around 15 to 20 minutes. Why it will take somewhere around 15 to 20 minutes? Because it is going to run some setup script on your Copado org, the Copado trial org which we have just created, so that it is ready for your Copado usage. And it is also going to provision the license. It is going to create the scratch orgs for yourself. There will be total, I believe, 7 or 8 org it will create. It will add the licenses and all, and then it is going to basically create the org. So basically there will be multiple steps that are going to take place, and that is why it is taking time. If you see over here, the spinner is running on the second option, which is provisioning licenses. So you will have to wait for 15 to 20 minutes, and this time your email is going to be bombarded. You will receive multiple emails from Salesforce to verify the different Salesforce orgs. Now you can see that it has provisioned all the orgs and it says continue. If you go and click on continue, it will ask you to log in one by one. You can see here there are multiple steps that you have to perform. And to perform these steps, before you go and perform these steps, you have to go back to your email. You can see I have got these multiple emails at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are, I think, 7, this up to here. So I have got 7 emails 1 minute ago, and all these emails just came a minute ago. So you have to verify each and every org one by one, and then you just have, basically what you have to do is, first you have to go ahead and verify all these orgs one by one. Once you will be verifying, a verification code will always be sent to your email, so you also need to verify with that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pause, I'm going to verify all these accounts one by one, and then we are going to connect with our Copado playground. So now we have reset the password for each of Salesforce org. So let's go ahead and start connecting one by one. Okay. So we are going to connect first of all our Copado trial org, which is going to be our governance org. Governance org is basically the org which is kind of the main org where Copado is installed. So Copado is a managed package and it gets installed into one of your Salesforce org. And from there you can deploy it to multiple orgs. So we have connected to our trial org. Now let's connect our all the scratch orgs one by one. And now we don't need to really enter the password, because we have already entered the password, we have already verified our identity, everything we have done. So it is going to be very quick for us to just follow the step or follow whatever the Copado kind of step-by-step guidance is giving us. So we have to just keep doing that one by one. Now if you have noticed whatever the different verification emails that you have received, at the end of your username there is something like int2, there is something like uat, something like production, or dev1, dev2. These are basically the different environments that are actually going to simulate the actual real-time environments. Real-time environment means in your real-time project you will have developers who is working on developer 1. Developer 1 is a sandbox. Then it is going to deploy to the int org. From int it is going to be deployed to uat. From uat it is going to deploy to production. Then there would be some org which is going to be hotfix. Hotfix org is main like some immediate changes that you want to deploy to production and you don't want to follow the complete process. So that is why it is actually sending you, it is actually creating multiple Salesforce org, sending you the emails and then asking you to connect with your Copado org. When we will be working next in the Copado, you will see that, and I'll tell you where actually all these details is going on in your Copado org. So you really don't need to uh, worry about what is happening, where it is going, how to access all my orgs. What if I actually go ahead and forget my password, or I created a password which was too difficult to remember how to access my org? Don't worry. Everything I'm going to tell you one by one. Now you can see here, it says all done here. Go ahead, click on continue. Now it is going to set up your complete pipeline. There are some last step, something which we really don't know what Copado does at the last step over here, but it is kind of touching base something, some finish touch is being given here by Copado. This piece of step should not take much time, not more than 1 or 2 minutes. So you should be good. You should be good within 1 or 2 minutes. So you can see that we are ready. Click on continue and congratulations, you have done your Copado playground setup. Click on enjoy, and once you click on enjoy, it is going to take you to the Copado playground. And I was saying that, right, if you, even if you forget your credentials, this is the place from where you can click on open and it is going to take you to the respective Salesforce org. So this Copado org, this is your governance org. These are all the scratch orgs which are enabled, which are created for the different purpose, like production, hotfix, UAT, INT, dev1, dev2. What this SFP means? This means that it is a source format pipeline. That is why it is saying that SFP.